Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Something that I've wanted to do for several years now is a video based around my number one passion, which is AFL. So I thought this year I would just get started. So what this channel will be about is when the season starts, weekly videos, previewing games, reviewing games, reports, injuries, all that kind of stuff. But before the season starts, I thought I'd do a bit of a countdown, and because there is only 18 days till the season, thought I'd do one team each day, counting down, previewing each team, and how I think they'll go in the season, all that kind of stuff. So first off is Adelaide, last year's grand finalists, before they were obviously defeated by Richmond. I don't think they'll be going as well as they did last year. I don't think they'll do as well this year. I just think they will be a bit like Fremantle, where in 2013 they lost the grand final to Hawthorn, and then since then they have fallen down the ladder. I honestly think that'll happen with Adelaide. Have got some ins, but just a couple of outs, just quite a few outs that I believe outweigh the ins. So firstly, we'll do the ins. So through the draft and the rookie draft, they've picked up Darcy Fogarty, Andrew McPherson, Patrick Wilson, Lachlan Murphy, and Jackson Edwards. I'm not too familiar with these players, but hopefully they'll be able to play some good footy, get some game time, which is important for the young boys. Play some good footy, impress the coaches, and that obviously leads to more game time. And yeah, you never know, it might be the next star out of one of those five, you never know. So, moving on to the trades that they've picked up. Firstly, Sam Gibson from North Melbourne. He is a bit of an older player, but a good pickup. I think he's got some good footy left in him, and up in the back line, I think he can do quite well for the Crows. And of course, next is the big signing that this player has wanted to come to Adelaide for a couple of years, Bryce Gibbs. He's been not allowed by Carlton. Yeah, they haven't let him go, but that has happened finally, and he's at the Crows now. That's a positive for the Crows, I think. I think he's got a lot of good footy left in him. He's got several years, I believe. He's a great player to me, and yeah, I wouldn't mind him at my club, to be honest. But yeah, moving on to the outs. They've a few delistings. Sam Shaw. Don't know much about these players, but Sam Shaw, Troy Menzel, Dean Gore, and Jonathan Beach. Yeah, it's not too much to report there. I don't know too much about the players, but I was more thinking about the other outs that they have. Harrison Wigg has gone to Gold Coast. I don't think the Crows are too worried about that. But the two bigger ones, Charlie Cameron has gone to the Lions. I think they're really going to miss him. I think he's quite quick, obviously, if he can keep his nose clean. He's very quick, he's very good handler of the ball. I just think he will be a massive asset to Brisbane if he obviously can keep his nose clean. And the big one, of course, is the departure of Jake Lever to Melbourne. Huge hit for Adelaide. He's obviously one of their best, and he obviously won't be playing for them now. So, huge hit, but hopefully for their sake they can adjust with a couple of other blokes on the list and they don't miss him too much. Obviously they'll miss him, but that's a definite plus for Melbourne. And they've got one more, which is another hit, quite big hit, is the retiring of Scott Thompson, a older player, obviously a veteran who they will miss again. He was very good for a lot of years for Adelaide, and yeah, they're obviously again going to have to adjust to not having those players, especially Thompson and Lever, around the club. During the rookie draft, they promoted a couple of rookies. Firstly, Hugh Greenwood, and secondly, the former cricketer Alex Keith, who is, I think it was a good decision to change to footy. Best sport in the world, in my opinion. But obviously, I love footy. I love cricket, as well. But definitely, footy takes the cake for me. They've got a couple of injuries to start the season. The Crows do. Brodie Smith is obviously battling a ACL injury and won't start the season, of course. But hopefully he can come back in later in the season. And Riley Knight, he had some ankle surgery in the off season, and he's a possible for round one. It's definitely not confirmed, but it's possible, but doubtful, because he's had surgery, and you just don't want to risk it in round one. Speaking about round one, they are facing the Bombers. Despite all this, the loss of Scott Thompson and Jake Lever, as I said before, and these couple of injuries, I still do believe that they can win this. Essendon, I'll get to it in a later video, but I think they will be going down also. And yeah, I just think that Adelaide can start the season 1-0, and yeah. So that's my preview of the Crows, bit of a short preview, but comment below how you think the Crows will go this season and how you think they'll be affected by the losses of Scott Thompson and Jake Lever, especially, but as well as the ins of Bryce Gibbs and Sam Gibson. Whether you think that's a plus for Adelaide, whether you think it's a minus for Adelaide. And also comment below who you actually support. I'm a huge Hawthorn fan, as I'm sure you can see in a couple of posters around my room. A huge Hawthorn fan, have been for all my life. So comment below who you go for, who you think, and how you think your team will go this year, how you think the Crows will go this year, and like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Alright, thanks guys.